guys, Dr. V here from Oak Grove Chiropractic and with another episode of Local Legends. And I'm here with Pat Costigan from the Oak Grove Historical Society. And Pat, I have a question for you.
All right.
Okay, my question is what do you wish more people knew about the time and everything you do that is involved with volunteering for the Oak Grove Historical Society? Like what does it take to have all of this and keep the history of Oak Grove alive?
A lot of patience.
I'm sure.
We're an organization that started about 25 years ago, and it's kind of grown, and then it's faltered, and then it's grown again. And right now we've got about 50 or so members. We're always looking for more, and we've collected over the years lots and lots of material. In fact, for a while we were at the Davis Center, and the Davis Center didn't have much room for us. We were in the basement, but it was owned by the city, and they let us use it for free. And so
free is good.
Yeah, free always works for me. And so we at one of the meetings, they needed a new president, and I volunteered with the I insisted on finding another place to do it, or we'd close up. And so it just so happened that Dana Webb became our mayor. There were several people on the council that I knew, and we took over this building and a reasonable rent, and have been able to expand into several rooms up here in the old city hall.
What did this building used to be?
It originally started out in 1951 as the Dr. John Williams office. He was a doctor here that lasted for a long time. And then when he turned it over to Dr. Gialdi and Dr. de Blasi, and then they moved down the street. And then the city bought the building, and they added on to the north side of the building, this two-story part.
Oh, okay. I feel like I could ask you any historical question about Oak Grove, and you would at least know a little tidbit. But my next question is, what do you love about the community of Oak Grove? What do you love? Like, what fascinated you with the history? What do you love about this place?
Well, I moved here in 1965. I was in 8th grade, and we moved from Namnoster, Missouri up here. But my family has always been around Green Valley, Oak Grove. So my mother was 9th of 10. My dad was 7th of 7. So we had lots of aunts and uncles, and there's a lot of history in there. So you get to where you kind of enjoy the history part of things. And so a few years back, my wife and I, Mary Jo, and I went to a couple of meetings of the Historical Society, and they really enjoyed it. They had a lot of different programs going on. And I just enjoy Oak Grove as a little town. When I started here, it was 700-800 people. High school, we had 192 in 4 grades. And so, it was pretty small back then.
Yeah.
And you got to know everybody got to know you. And it was just a great little town. I've got a little ditty here, a little poem type thing.
Yeah.
That was written probably in the early 40s. If you don't mind, I'll read it.
That's amazing.
It says, "A little town. I like to live in a little town where the trees meet over the street. And you wave your hand and say hello to everyone you meet. I like to stop for a minute outside the grocery store and hear the kindly gossip of the folks who live next door. For life is interwoven with the friends you learn to know, and you feel their joys and sorrows as they daily come and go. So I'm glad I live in a little town, and I care no more than to roam. For every house in a little town is more than a house, it's a home."
That is perfect.
It's just really, hits home.
Is there an author?
No. There are several other different ones here, but I don't think they're the ones that wrote it.
Wow. And that's written in cursive, y'all. So if you're under the age of 30, you probably wouldn't be able to read it.
That's right.
Well, what would you say to people out there? Like, how do we find out more information on how to become more active in the Historical Society? Is there somewhere where we can go to look into that? Like, if we wanted to become active members, what do we need to do?
All you have to do is volunteer. We meet here every third Saturday of the week, the month, from 10 to 2. We try to have some kind of a program that outlines some of the people in town. We just always looking for people. You don't have to do a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we like to move things around, and it just takes another person's idea on what they should see and what's available.
Okay.
And so hour-wise, you know, you're just put in as much time as you want.
So third Saturday of every month you said from 10 to 2?
10 to 2.
All right.
And somebody's here every Saturday from 10 to 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I think it's really important to preserve the history. I mean, history in general is really important to preserve, and that requires people. And so if you guys are interested in volunteering your time, get a hold of this guy. Okay. Pat Costigan, right?
Right.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Pat. I really appreciate your time.
You.
And you guys stay tuned for next week for our next episode of Local Legends.